If you're ready for a story, find a seat. If you're ready for a story, find a seat. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, find a seat. If you're ready for a story, give me all your acorns.
The Princess and the Frogs, written by Veronica Bartles, illustrated by Sara Palacios. Princess Cassandra should have been the happiest princess in the world. She had hundreds of dresses, thousands of books, and servants to bring her anything she wanted. But there was only one thing she didn't have: a best friend. "I want a pet that matches my favorite green dress," she said. "We'll swim and jump and play all day, and at night he will sit on my pillow and sing to me." The royal pet handler searched for the perfect pet, but it wasn't easy. The mouse was too squeaky, and the kitten refused to swim. The hippo wouldn't jump, and none of the animals were green. So the royal pet handler searched mountains and valleys, rivers and streams, until he discovered a little green frog with bumpy brown spots for the princess to love. "He's perfect," Cassandra declared. The princess and the frog raced through the castle, jumped rope in the courtyard, and sampled treats in the kitchen. After dinner, Cassandra tucked her new best friend into bed. "Good night, Froggy." She kissed his bumpy little green head. Whoosh! The frog turned into a prince. He bowed and kissed Cassandra's hand. "Thank you. Let us be married at once." She laughed. "Princes aren't pets. I want a frog." And she sent him to work for the royal pastry chef. Once again, the royal pet handler searched forests and meadows, ponds and lakes, until he discovered a shiny green frog with soft, smooth skin for the princess to love. "He's perfect," Cassandra declared. The princess and the frog leaped across the moat, gathered lilies from the pond, and visited all the horses in the stables. After dinner, Cassandra tucked her new best friend into bed. "Good night, Froggy." She kissed his shiny little green head. Whoosh! The frog turned into a prince. He smoothed the wrinkles from his suit and smiled at himself in the mirror. "The spell is broken. We can be married right away." Cassandra frowned. "Princes aren't pets. I want a frog." And she sent him to work for the royal stable master. Word of Cassandra's search spread, and one by one, the people brought frogs to the palace. Big frogs, small frogs, and really fat frogs. But each turned into a prince when Cassandra kissed him goodnight. Soon she ran out of jobs for them. "I don't need help," Cassandra said. "I'll find the perfect frog myself." She searched the pond among the lotus blossoms and lily pads until she discovered a great green frog with a bright blue belly. "Oh, he's perfect," Cassandra declared. But the frog disappeared into the tall rushes on the bank. "Oh, I love hide and seek." The princess explored every cranny and nook until she found the frog in a clump of cattails. She scooped him up and carried him home. After dinner, Cassandra tucked her new best friend into bed. But when she tried to kiss his head, he hopped away. The great green frog with a bright blue belly was the best hide-and-seek player ever. Each time Cassandra found him, he hid again. Finally, she caught him sleeping under her throne. "There you are, Froggy." She scooped him up into a hug and kissed his great green head. Whoosh! "But I liked being a frog," the prince said. "Ah, princes aren't pets," Cassandra cried. But they were everywhere. Sprawled across the royal beds, using her dresses as tails for their kites, smudging sticky fingerprints on the best books in the library. "Ugh. I can have fun all by myself," the princess declared, so she sent the princes away. Cassandra played in the empty courtyard and read books in the silent library. But even her favorite green dress didn't make her happy, and she still so desperately wanted a friend. Then one day, Cassandra discovered a bedraggled little prince sniffling in the garden. "I have nowhere to go," he said. Princess Cassandra sighed. "You can't stay here. Princes aren't pets." But I don't want to be a prince." He sat on the steps and he sobbed. Cassandra wiped his tears away with her handkerchief. "I'm sorry," and she kissed his curly little head. What? The prince turned into a great green frog with a bright blue belly. Princess Cassandra scooped him up into a giant hug. "Oh, I love you, Froggy." And the princess and the frog lived happily ever after, as long as she remembered not to kiss his great little green head. The end.
I went the little green frog one day. I went the little green frog. I went the little green frog one day, and they all went ah. We all know frogs go la-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da. We all know frogs go la-di-da-di-da. They don't go ah.
Hooey! Sitting on a fence post, chewing my bubble gum, playing with my yo-yo, when along came Herbie. I said, "Herbie, last time I saw you, you were this big, and now you're this big. What happened?" Herbie said, "I ate my brother." Woo! Hooey! Sitting on a fence post, chewing my bubble gum, playing with my yo-yo, when along came Herbie. I said, "Herbie, last time you were this big, and now you're this big. What happened?" "I ate my mother." What? Hooey! Sitting on a fence post, chewing my bubble gum, playing with my yo-yo, when along comes Herbie. I said, "Herbie, last time you were this big, and now you're this big. What happened?" "I ate my father." Sitting on a fence post, chewing my bubble gum, playing with my yo-yo, when along hops Herbie. I said, "Herbie, last time you were this big, and now you're this big. What happened?" I burped.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you go and like our Facebook. See you next time. Bye-bye.